Once a Soho House basic, always a Soho House basic bitch.
Jeffrey Epstein was also Harvey Weinstein, very prominent. There were members. Meghan Markle was just one of the working girls for Soho House. Call girl, working girl, escort, whatever you want to call it. That's what she was.
Before Meghan Markle became the Duchess of Sussex, she had already perfected a skill far more valuable than any royal etiquette lesson: the art of networking her way into power. Long before the tiaras and palace headlines, Meghan understood how influence worked. From Hollywood sets to exclusive private clubs, she built connections strategically, aligning herself with producers, socialites, and eventually, British elites who would open doors to the world's most powerful circles. Every step she took seemed calculated, not by chance, but by design. And that's how a television actress from Los Angeles positioned herself to one day walk hand in hand with a prince.
Meghan has always had this very, very strange fascination with Soho House, very much this weird obsession with it.
Meghan's true crown wasn't made of jewels. It was her instinct for influence. She could walk into any room and instantly recognize who held the real power, not just the titles or the fame, but the connections that mattered. While others played by the rules, Meghan played the players. And that's what set her apart long before she ever set foot in the palace.
Back in her early days, she was totally reliant on Soho House to pay for her travel, to pay for her accommodation.
And right beside her through every calculated step was Marcus Anderson, the man the tabloids now label as her social architect. While Meghan worked the spotlight, Marcus worked the shadows, opening doors to the elite circles she needed to enter. From private members' clubs to royal introductions, he wasn't just her friend. He was her fixer, quietly shaping the path that would lead her straight to the palace gates.
This guy has been around all of the time. Isn't that suspicious to you? Because it is for me. It is something strange.
Meghan's royal fairy tale wasn't luck, it was logistics. She didn't trip into a crown, she planned her way to it, step by step, event by event. And while she smiled for the cameras, Marcus Anderson was behind the curtain, making the right introductions, whispering the right names, and making sure every room she entered had someone powerful waiting to meet her.
Without Marcus Anderson, I hope to prove to you in this video that Meghan Markle wouldn't have the level of global fame that she enjoys now.
While the world saw Meghan Markle as the polished actress turned princess, Marcus Anderson saw the blueprint. Every gala, every connection, every perfectly timed appearance. It wasn't coincidence, it was choreography. He was the man behind the curtain, the quiet force shaping her rise from Hollywood hopeful to global headline. But now, with whispers turning into reports and Marcus allegedly hinting at revelations, that once glamorous partnership is under a microscope. Because if his words are true, Meghan's journey to royalty wasn't just a love story. It was a calculated climb built on strategy, loyalty, and quiet manipulation. And for the first time, it seems the person who helped her build that empire might be the same one pulling the curtain back on how it was really made.
It's like a parasite always lurking in their shadow. No normal family has a constant third wheel, male or female, leeching onto their every move. Marcus is practically glued to.
By the time Marcus Anderson slipped behind the velvet ropes of Soho House, he wasn't just another name on the guest list. He was the gatekeeper, the man who decided who mattered and who didn't. In a world fueled by whispers and reputation, Marcus didn't chase power. Power came to him. He built his empire not on money or lineage, but on relationships. The right introductions, the right secrets, the right favors at the right time. Soon he wasn't just hosting events. He was shaping circles of influence, quietly determining who got invited into the room and who stayed outside it. So when Meghan Markle walked into that world, ambitious, charismatic, and hungry for more, it wasn't long before Marcus saw potential. And what started as a casual connection between a rising actress and an influential insider would soon evolve into one of the most strategically powerful alliances in modern celebrity history.
Marcus started off at Soho House London as a waiter, and he was a global membership director when he first met Meghan.
From that moment on, Meghan's rise was no accident. It was engineered. With Marcus Anderson as her silent architect, she went from red carpets to royal circles in record time. Every dinner invite, every gala appearance, every chance meeting with someone influential had Marcus's fingerprints all over it. He wasn't just introducing her to people, he was positioning her. Meghan became a fixture at exclusive events, where billionaires and British aristocrats brushed shoulders under dim lighting and endless champagne. She learned quickly how to speak, how to move, how to belong. And Marcus. He watched it all unfold like a strategist watching a perfect plan in motion. To outsiders, it looked like luck. But those who knew the game understood. This was Marcus's masterpiece. What neither of them could predict, however, was how far that carefully crafted network would take Meghan, or how much it would eventually cost both of them when that network led straight into the royal spotlight.
This is what Meghan has been doing. She's a piece of Klingon, like she clings to somebody who can get her there. So Meghan manages to befriend one person of a very popular group, and then that person introduces her to the others. And because that she's being brought in by somebody they trust, she's welcomed.
Like a well-oiled machine. Marcus provided access, Meghan provided allure. Within months, she wasn't just attending events, she was headlining them. Invitations that once seemed impossible suddenly arrived with her name in gold lettering. Marcus made sure of it. Every introduction was intentional, every photograph carefully framed. Meghan's rise through London's elite circles wasn't by chance. It was choreography. She understood the art of conversation, how to make people feel seen while quietly studying the power dynamics in the room. Marcus was always close by, watching, guiding, fine-tuning her every move. Soon, whispers began to circulate. Who is she? And how did she get here so fast? The answer, of course, was simple. Marcus Anderson. He'd turned networking into an art form, and Meghan Markle was his greatest success story. But behind the glamorous soirees and curated friendships, a more delicate game was unfolding. One that would soon pull both of them into the most scrutinized spotlight on Earth, the British monarchy.
His job was to go to a new city wherever they were opening up a new Soho house, and his job was to find the best and the brightest of that city to invite to the founding members' party. And they didn't just invite anybody. To be a founding member, you really had to be somebody in the social scene of the city where they were opening up.
That weekend at Soho, Farmhouse would become the turning point, the carefully orchestrated moment that changed Meghan's life forever. Insiders later claimed it felt almost cinematic. The right people, the right setting, and the perfect introduction. While the world saw it as a fairy tale encounter between an actress and a prince, those who knew Marcus recognized his signature all over it. He had a reputation for engineering proximity, bringing the right people together under the guise of coincidence. Meghan didn't just meet Prince Harry, she was placed in his orbit. And once that connection sparked, Marcus quietly stepped back, letting the story unfold while remaining just out of frame. Yet, as Meghan's romance with Harry went public, whispers followed. Some insiders called Marcus the royal gatekeeper, the man who helped design her path to the palace. Others painted a more complicated picture, that their alliance was no longer about friendship, but power. Because when Meghan crossed into royal territory, she wasn't just entering a family. She was stepping into a global stage Marcus had long helped her rehearse for. But what happens when the architect of your rise becomes the keeper of your secrets? That's the question that still lingers, one that Marcus Anderson may be the only person who can truly answer.
A ridiculous story about how they first met. The whole thing was a tissue of inaccuracies, to be polite.
And not always favorably. Behind palace walls, whispers began to circulate. Who exactly was Marcus Anderson, and why did he hold such sway over the Duchess of Sussex? Staff reportedly described him as the man who could reach her when no one else could. When Meghan stopped taking certain calls or ignored royal protocol, Marcus was often the one she did respond to. He attended events where outsiders rarely gained access, from low-key royal dinners to private holidays in Ibiza. Some courtiers even dubbed him the shadow advisor, a presence that blurred the line between friend and strategist. To Meghan, Marcus was comfort, a link to her old world, someone who understood the chaos of media and celebrity life. But to the palace, he represented something else entirely, influence they couldn't control. Every time his name appeared, on a guest list or was spotted near royal security, eyebrows rose a little higher. Because in a world built on bloodlines and hierarchy, Marcus Anderson was proof that charm and access could outmaneuver tradition. And as Meghan's role in the monarchy grew more complex, so too did the quiet question behind closed doors. Was Marcus simply her loyal friend, or the unseen hand shaping her royal narrative?
Meghan Markle only becomes prominent for Soho House, guys, after she starts being on Suits and she's introduced to Marcus Anderson. And then she gets more consistent and more prominent work, okay? Because then she could be in the presence of Marcus Anderson.
Palace aides began murmuring about the man who had Meghan's ear long before Prince Harry ever did. He wasn't bound by protocol, yet his influence seemed to stretch into corners no courtier could reach. And Meghan? She made no effort to hide it. Marcus was her constant, a touchstone of loyalty and familiarity amid the whirlwind of royal duties and relentless tabloid storms. While the palace obsessed over tradition and decorum, Marcus offered something Meghan craved: a connection to her old world, a sense of normalcy and unwavering support. But that closeness unnerved insiders. The royals prized distance, discretion, and hierarchy, and Marcus, with his Soho House swagger and curated celebrity circles, simply didn't fit the mold. Where others followed the rules, he rewrote them quietly, reminding everyone that influence doesn't always follow protocol. And in Meghan's life, he was quietly becoming indispensable.